welcome to day one of my 30-day challenge. My name is John Dean and you're watching spoonfedfitness.com. So today is my first day of my big change. So the first thing I do when I wake up is I want to eat. I'm hungry. I'm one of those people that wakes up ready to start the day, but I need to fuel up first. I love to eat. So as you can see in front of me, what I've got is a little selection of what I would normally eat. Now, as I'm not eating bread for this month, then I'm not going to be having any toast or anything on the bread. So no sandwiches at the moment. I'm also going to cut out milk as much as I can. So I'm trying not to have any added milk. So that means my cereal out the kitchen, out of the question. Okay, no more cereal for this month. But what I could do, I could have these porridge oats. So porridge oats, I can have them with water. And I know that sounds a bit gross right now, but tomorrow or the next day, probably tomorrow, I will show you how to make these really tasty just by adding water. So I'm not going to have them today. What I am going to have today is, first of all, I'm going to start my day off with a fresh juice. And the reason I'm going to do this is because during the first 30 days, I want to flood my body with nutrients. I want vitamins, mineral, and enzymes going into my body. Okay, this is going to give me the quickest change. It's going to give me the most energy, and it's going to start to help everything inside me, from my skin, my hair, my eyes, my nails, my muscle, my bones. And I'm going to need this during this first 30 days because I'm making the biggest changes right now. So my body is going to get a little bit worried by what I'm doing. So this will support me. This will make me feel great. And in a second, I'm going to show you how to do that. Now later on, I'm actually going to show you how to make a nice omelette because I love eggs and I love to make omelettes. So first, the juice, and then later, the omelette. Okay, so I have all my fruits and vegetables that I want to use in this juicer. Now, this juicer is fairly good. I've had it for about 2 years. It wasn't that expensive. It was probably around 60, 70 pounds. So in dollars, what's that? Maybe 80, 90 dollars. Find yourself a decent juicer. Now go to my website right now and we check out some juices on the site. But the main thing is this piece here where you put the food, you want something that will fit. You can get an apple inside. So a whole apple, I can get down that tube. Now a little tip I learned from the juice master, who is a guy from England who loves his juicing. A little tip is, most of the juicers, this chute, once you fill it up with fruits and vegetables, that will give you about a glass worth of juice. Okay, so that's just a little tip. So basically the idea behind a juicer is you bung it all in, you squish it down, and out the other end becomes fresh juice. Now, why do you need to juice? Most people ask this question. Why can't I just eat these things? And first of all, here's why. This, which I'm going to show you in a second a bit closer up, this is beet. This is ginger, okay? This pepper. These things I probably wouldn't eat myself raw without juicing, okay? I'm not going to come downstairs, get into the fridge, cut a little bit of this off and start chewing on it. It's just not what I do. Yes, an apple, I love to eat apples, okay? But some foods, some vegetables, I just don't want to eat. So I juice them. Now, what the other good thing about juicing is you can put a combination of foods in there and you can create these lovely, these amazing tasting juices that even children will love to drink, okay? You look at this is beetroot, and if you chewed on that, it wouldn't taste that good. But when you juice it, it comes out sweet. It's like a sweet, sugary, syrupy type juice, and you wouldn't think you would get that. And the best thing is it's good for you, okay? It's really, really good for you. So I'm going to show you now what I do, and we're going to put this into there, make the juice, and drink it. Right, so we have a pepper. It's just something I didn't use last night for dinner, so I'm going to put that in. Beet, okay, this is lovely. See the colour of that? Watch when I juice it. Watch the colour when it comes in the juice. This is ginger. Okay, I've got some lemon that I didn't use last night. I've got an apple, which I always add to my juices. Unless I'm making a green juice that I don't want to sweeten up, but the apple just gives it that sweetness that you really, really want. And cucumber. Now, you've got to remember that many people in the world are dehydrated, okay? And within these foods is water. And it's water that is in a very, very good form, okay? It's easy for your cells to absorb, okay, because of the molecular structure of the water. So when you juice, you not only take the vitamins, the minerals, and the enzymes, the living enzymes, you also take a structured water that can penetrate your cells and help you from becoming dehydrated. Okay, so that's why I love them as well. So let me just show you. With the ginger, all I do is I'm just going to chop a cube off, okay? Now, you can get rid of the outer skin, okay? Some of these foods do take a little bit of time to prepare, okay? Some don't. Like the apple, I'm not going to take the skin off the apple, okay? It's just done. Right, so there's my ginger. I roughly cut the skin off it, nice and easy. Same with the lemon, because trust me, lemon, skin, and orange, if you start juicing orange, don't put the skin in, okay? It doesn't taste good. I know sometimes we use we grate a bit of the skin into our food to give it some flavour, the zest of the lemon. Don't do it when you juice. Unless you've got tiny limes, you might want to drop the little limes, you know, the little round ones. You might want to drop them in whole. Okay, the pepper, I'm just going to chuck that in whole. Cucumber in whole. Now the beetroot, so the root of the beet, that definitely I want to take the skin off. Okay, this is definitely one of those vegetables. I don't want this horrible, tough, dirty looking skin. So that's going to come off, okay? And look at the colour of that. Don't wear a white t-shirt when you're juicing beet, all right? It goes everywhere if you mess it up. Okay, and there you go. That's all what I'm going to put in right now. I'm only going to that's going to make me a small juice, just a nice kickstart to the day. Okay, we're going to get straight into it. So, I need a glass. Okay, my juice is plugged in. Check out this. Ooh, yeah. Okay, so it's ready to go. Hopefully you'll still be able to hear me when I do this. So what I'll do, I'll actually load up the spout. So I'm going to drop in the pepper, the lemon, the ginger, the beet. I'm going to snap that bad boy in two, plop that in. Then I'm going to drop the apple in last, and that's going to push through the juice. Okay, so the juice is loaded up. All I do then, I'm just going to push this down. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to move the camera nice and close so you can watch the juice coming out. All I'm doing here, I'm pushing down. Okay, I'll do a little bit first. Ready? All right, so we turn the juicer on. Closer. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And push it good. And that is my lovely fresh juice. Now, you're not going to be able to taste this, I wish you could, but just check this out. Okay. Hold on. Okay, look at this, look at this, look at this. Look at that. Okay, that, my friends, is a fresh juice. And I'm going to wow. And I'm not over exaggerating. For the camera, I've been juicing for the past maybe 3 or 4 years, and every time I juice, it still hits me as amazing. It really is amazing. I can really taste the ginger. I put a lot of ginger in that. And ginger, my friends, ginger is spicy. I can taste the ginger, and this juice actually tastes very sweet because I use the beet and the apple. Now the best way to drink juice is slowly and chew it. So when you have a sip, chew it round your mouth. Okay, and what that does, your saliva then starts to break it down. And then as you digest it, which is very easy because it's juice, you don't have to chew it up. You start to digest it, it starts to push it into your bloodstream, send it around your body and flood all your trillions of cells. And remember those enzymes, what they start to do? They help you create reactions in your body. So things start to happen. This is your perfect fuel, okay? One more thing I forgot to show you was how to clean it. Okay, and that's probably the single biggest thing that stops people from juicing. Now let me show you how quickly this can be done. So sit back and enjoy. So all it is, most of these juices are in 5 pieces. Okay, you pull off the bit here. So get your tap running. And all it is a quick rinse. Okay, that bit's rinsed already. Then all these pieces, they come out into sections. So you got 1, which we just washed, 2, now we got the blade, which just pops out, 3, this bit 4, and then the back 5. I'm just going to move the camera so you can watch me actually clean it. Okay, so this was piece number 1. All I did was rinse it. Easy, right? And then just shoved it to the side. What you can do, you can actually use this stuff. This is the pulp. Okay? Now the best thing to do with the pulp is just throw it away. So I'm just going to grab my bin. It's got a little box there. This is just a box I keep for my compost. So what you can do, you can chuck it all in there and you can put it in the garden and you can make a compost. Now most of the time I don't even need to use a cloth, okay? But sometimes my water doesn't seem to be that powerful. The more powerful the water stream is, obviously the quicker it comes out. And that's all I do. You know, it's a bit like cleaning a wok. You don't want to get it too clean. So there you go, another piece cleaned. Then we've got these two. This bit I just run it around the rim, blah blah blah, all the bits come out, all the lovely juice. You can see the pink from the beetroot. That's another piece done. And some bits in the, this is what should collect all the pulp, but in mine it doesn't really do that very well. You can also, with that pulp that's coming out, you can actually make a face mask out of it, ladies or men. And because there's still juice in that pulp, the better the juicer, the less wet the pulp will be. Mine's a little bit damp, so the juice is not great. But you can actually put that on your face, on your arms, on your skin. Because remember, skin is a living organ and it absorbs moisture. It will absorb those vitamins and minerals. Now the last piece is the blade. Just give it a rinse, give it a whirl. Okay? And this is the only bit I give it a little bit of scrub. So I take one of these sponges and I just scrub the other side to the blade, not the actual blade side. Okay, because I don't want to cut up the sponge. And I just wipe it round the edge and that cleans it. Bish, bash, bosh. And we're done.